It's Week 9 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. This should be a good one to watch, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It is a blast.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. He wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity, but the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll look to throw. That one underthrown and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3rd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this out wide. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. Garrett Grayson, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back
Just
out
that
to
one
Mike Tirico
touchdown on the board.
and Greg Olsen.
7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up, and he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this...
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Here's 1st down. They'll try to run with their fullback. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.